And we're finally on.
Are we on? Okay.
It's been 2 weeks, boys.
Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
It's dickety dickety.
Yes.
Dickety, dickety. Is this a new day?
This is old Simpsons reference.
I see. We are coming above, high atop the
Yeah.
grand city of Oshawa.
Yeah.
Pretty much the highest point
Yeah. Can
in
see
Oshawa.
downtown Oshawa. Can see
The zombies.
in its all of its fucking glory. Oh, lack of it. I don't know. You can call it whatever.
I would have to say lack of.
Oh fuck, dude. Just don't eat the mic. Like, you need to back away from the mic, man. You're really fucking loud.
You want
It's
me
a
to
microphone, not a cock.
I can see we've missed.
Happy 2020.
Hold on, let me turn me down. Is this better?
Yeah, just turn yourself down. Like,
I always talk to him.
just talk normal.
I am talking normal.
No. Keep talking and turning yourself down. Keep going.
Because apparently I don't know. I like to eat the cock. I mean the microphone.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect.
Perfect. Okay, we're good now.
Yeah.
All right.
Because apparently I put my face too far into the microphone.
Yeah.
Things we've noticed after 3 years of doing the show.
I've only been around like not even a year, so
Yeah. 3 years of this shit.
It's
God
almost
damn.
been a year.
yeah, I guess we're getting.
Yeah,
up
you're
there.
almost there. I think you guys started in this in February, right? Around
Well,
February we started
No,
the
we're
show.
at like 30 something episodes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, a couple more months in here. We're gonna have a 1 year anniversary.
I'll just get fucked up.
We'll just have the 1 year
Yeah.
anniversary and the 4 year anniversary all together.
Yeah.
4 year anniversary and the 1 year anniversary of the show.
Okay, so officially you won't be 1 year until June. June, July, I think.
No, it will be 4 years of this whole show in
Yeah,
June, July.
Yeah, it'll be June, July.
Unleashed in about February, around middle of February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we went to take it to the extreme
Yes.
Yep.
and got rid of Will. I mean, well, Will kind of excluded himself, I guess.
Yeah, those grandfatherly duties.
Yeah. Hey, according to him, he said you just stopped calling him for the show.
I stopped calling him.
I
for the
asked
show?
him. I asked him once. I'm like, hey, how come you didn't? How come you just kind of stopped doing the show? He's like, I don't know. Like, it was like just kind of just fell off. He's like, didn't like message me, man. Shit like that.
How many
We
times do I
haven't-
have to message him?
I don't fucking know.
I didn't get me started with him. Don't get me fucking started with him.
You know, those old people with technology and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, you could have just sent him a smoke signal. He probably gotten the or send him a fucking carrier pigeon. I got like a group of them in my balcony. You can probably send it to him.
Did you see what he was dressed up like on New Year's Eve?
Oh my god! I even looked at him. I'm like, bro, what are you wearing?
It looked like John Travolta and the guy from what's the Scottish movie? Braveheart had a love child.
Oh, fucking Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad though. I was like, wow, he had that collar,
Yeah.
like big ass collar, like a weird design. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What are you wearing?
I forgot all about that. That was funny.
Nothing says like you're way out of place.
Oh fuck, New Year's Eve was good though. Like, we dipped right after the countdown. Like, we were all at the bar, but like you left right after the countdown too, or right
Yeah.
before.
No, I left after you.
Or you left after. So right after you left, we had like one more drink, and then we just bounced back here because we had alcohol here. Like, we just started drinking.
Yeah.
And freaking Brandon didn't. Me and Brandon was drinking till about 4:30, and Brandon left, and I had my last cigarette, and I was like watching him leave because like he was pretty fucking drunk. I wanted to make sure like as far as I can see him go, and I just see him wobble, and then like he kind of disappeared into the shadows for a minute, and I didn't see him for like 5 seconds. I'm like, oh my god, did he fall? And then he just veered back into the light.
Yeah, because when I showed up here with Jay, he was fucking talking to himself.
Oh yeah. Oh, fucking Jay was also hammered too from the party at the party he was at.
Yes, Jay was hammered, but he had good.
But
record.
I also feel like it doesn't take much for Jay to get hammered though.
No, he doesn't drink a lot.
No, he's like 3 beers and a couple of shots with like he's a cheap date.
Probably. He would be the cheap date. He wouldn't be the Stugats of the date.
Oh yeah, don't take Johnny out for drinking for a
No.
date. Like Johnny will fucking drink you out under the table. Don't take me for a fucking drinking date either. I'll fucking like you be broke.
I think I'm the cheap date of the group.
Well, yeah, you don't drink.
Yeah, well, I probably just sniff the cap.
You're like, oh, that's enough for me for another year.
Ooh, there was a doozy.
Yeah, man. No, New Year's was good. We did talk about before we last. So we haven't been on for 2 weeks. So before
Yeah,
we,
that was just
just Dom's house is being renovated and just trying to find the time. And also, we did this thing where we were gonna quit smoking. Johnny had a head start about a week before New Year's.
I started Christmas Day.
Yeah, you started
Christmas Day was like my official quit date.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I was sort of weaning myself off before
Yeah.
that for about a week.
I started on New Year's Day, so I'm going. This is my third day cigarettes free. What about you?
I gotta get my vapor thing repaired.
Why is it? Why did you break it?
No, I just it needs like the new springer and stuff.
You need a new coil.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then I'm good to go. And then
So you haven't quit yet, right? You've been smoking, or you've been just
weaning
trying
myself.
to
yeah,
cut
yeah.
down. Yeah. It's
Like-
honestly, it's not bad. Like I went the first day, like all of the first day, it was I didn't smoke at all. I didn't even smoke the vape, and on January 2nd, I was like getting ready to go to work. Like I was like half an hour before work. I'm like, I got a 7.5 hour shift. There's no way I can go working there without having a cigarette. I'm like, I found this thing, plugged it in, and found a new coil for it too. Just put it in, put some juice in. I'm like, I'm good to go. And this is actually a lot less nicotine than the actual cigarettes I've smoked too. So it's not bad. I mean, it's definitely not a smoke. Because this morning I woke up around like 8 o'clock. I went and got a coffee. I sat out there watching sat in my balcony, like watching some YouTube videos and like smoking this while I was while I was drinking my coffee. It's definitely not the same as a cigarette. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. I usually that's the first thing I do when I get up, but you haven't seen me do that in the last couple of days, so it's legitimately the first thing I do.
It's not bad though. I mean, I still get some of the nicotine, but I mean, it's honestly, man, quitting smoking is just generally just good, just a good thing, right? Like it's.
Well, Brandon, they're gonna say by 2025, there's gonna be no more cigarettes in Canada.
That's a bold claim too. It's kind of a bold claim to say. What are they just gonna ban cigarettes?
They're just not gonna make them. Rothmans International is
Okay, so they're just not gonna make him in Canada. You can still get him in from like the States or in Europe.
maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna work.
That's weird.
But the idea is that they want to rid like Canada with cigarettes, and I'm just like, good luck. You know the natives, they're not gonna drop down on them, and I think they make some money.
Oh no, the natives are going to keep making smokes.
Yeah, you can't stop that.
No, so I mean,
No, I think it's just generally it's a good thing to quit smoking anyways. Like fuck, it's such a bad habit. And like when you get sick, like if you get a cold and stuff, like smokers get it the worst.
Yeah.
if you get sick, I know
Well,
you
I mean,
get
it's
if you
It's been about 2 weeks since I started like weaning myself. I've already saved like $200.
I know.
Yeah, once you start seeing the money, there's
Dude, like seriously though, like I'm like about pack every 2 days and I haven't bought a pack since like I smoked the last cigarette. So it's like I'm like I usually spend about $50, $50 to $60 a week on packs of smokes, right? And fuck, go for a week, freaking end of the month, save like over $200 in a month by not smoking. That's great.
Well, I mean, I had one today when I went to grab my coffee on the
Yeah.
way to the coffee shop, and that's it.
Well, with you especially, the best thing you can do is always like you normally do when you were just not quitting. Just leave your cigarettes in the car,
Oh yeah,
like you did before. Just always leave it in your car. Make yourself go to your car to have a smoke if you really need it. Trust me, you're not gonna go to your car every time you need a cigarette.
no, and that's the thing, especially now that my car's like down the street.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, fuck. Then you have a real problem. You like walk down the Worlds every time you need a cigarette.
yeah, could you imagine me
every
like,
half an hour.
Yeah, like dumping my weight down on the fucking.
Well, at that point, you might as well live in your car.
Yeah. with the rest of the fucking Reebs. That area there, I don't know, man. It's fucking creepy when you get home.
What?
Over there?
What, the alley?
Yeah.
The alley's okay. I mean, like, that whole alley's belong to Worlds, right?
No, just the people that hang out around the alley.
Oh, yeah. It's dark. It's weird.
And every day, hey, you got some money, you got some cigarettes. Now they leave me alone. They go, there's the fat guy, he doesn't have the money, no nothing.
Yeah.
But, man, holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm surprised your car haven't been broken into.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, really? Now you got drinks
And now
there?
you tell them that.
Really? That did not. Parking in that alley, that did not occur to you for the
No.
last week?
No.
What the fuck?
No, not at all. I love Johnny's cigars, but like parking at his apartment worries me more.
I think his apartment.
Probably way safer.
Yeah, it's probably way safer.
Really?
Probably.
There's also a lot more cop traffic around his area too. That's why they do regular drive-bys there, right? So
Well, you're saying this while the cop shop's right there.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also saying while the cop shop was down there, they had a tent city right beside the cop shop. People were doing all sorts of crap there. It's not like they can fucking kick the people out, but still, they were doing all sorts of crap. They were stealing power from some of the buildings. 'Cause they had like a line. Fuck! Why am I
What was
getting
that?
mic? I don't know. I lost my mic there for a sec.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm good. Am I? No.
No.
Yeah, I can kind of hear you. You're in and out.
Hold on. I'm just gonna unplug my mic.
Hey, he's back.
Back. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Back again. Tell a friend. I don't know.
All right.
Fucking, there was a guy on YouTube. He was just hanging out with this homeless guy. The homeless guy's like, "Oh, it's time for dinner." He literally pulled out a hot plate, plugged it into the building, and then started cooking like a regular dinner, like crafting,
Yeah.
and then he had like a projector TV, right? So he literally like fucking put up a sheet, cooked dinner, and started watching Seinfeld.
Hey, listen, just because you're homeless doesn't mean you have to live like a savage, all right?
Hey man,
Hey, listen, honestly, if I'm homeless, really, a hot plate, and I would probably, like, whatever the money that I beg for, probably have it so I can have my cell phone going so I can actually make calls and trying to get a job and, like, trying to find a place to live. That's probably would be my number one priority if I'm ever homeless. Keep my cell phone going.
Oh, dude,
Somehow make some money and keep my cell phone going so I can get back on my feet again.
dude, listen, I like that kid's hustle is crazy. I loved it. I'm not making fun of it. There's a lot of people that in Oshawa, their hustle is crazy. Like the homeless guy that spends his money on the fucking Costco membership.
Yeah, that's
That guy's
smart.
fucking amazing.
Spends money on a Costco membership so he can go and have the food there.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah,
That's actually pretty smart.
yeah, that is.
he buys a basic thing every year,
Yeah,
and then fucking so he goes and buys hot dogs and pizza and
yeah, why not?
eats like a human being, like
Yeah.
as he should.
Fuck, just spend like freaking couple of hours in there, be warm in the winter. Why not, right?
Exactly. You go in and then you go in like at lunchtime, grab something to eat. Go in at
Yeah.
dinner time, grab something to eat.
Yeah.
Well, so, fuck, some of the Toronto bums got the same idea, right? Like
Yeah.
they'll hustle just enough money to hop on the subway,
Yeah,
right? And they'll just ride the subway all day. They'll get off at Kennedy, get some cheap fucking beef patties,
yeah.
fucking hop back on again with their transfer, and they'll just
Yeah.
ride the subway all day.
Ride the
Stay
subway.
warm.
Ride the subway. You don't have to pick a corner to get money. You're in the subway already. You can just go back and forth on the fucking subway train trying to get change from people.
And now with the internet, you can at least entertain yourself or fucking.
Fuck, well, if you have a phone, why not?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, it's especially, well, in the city, in Toronto, it's a lot easier. Like, you can actually stay a lot warmer than it is out here. Even though I do see, like, it does fucking suck. Like, when you go downtown Toronto, you see the people that's sleeping on top of the ventilation grates.
Yeah. Because I don't.
For the warm?
Listen, I don't think in any circumstance would that be comfortable to sleep on.
It's probably not, but it's warm, right? You're not going to die.
That's true too. That's fucking true.
I think when it comes to like sleeping, like when it comes to living, comfort is kind of out the window. It's about living.
yeah, no, yeah.
So I have a story. There's this bum in Toronto, and for weeks, he was wearing these jeans that were just ripped from like the waist down on his one leg,
Okay.
right? And he was like roughly about the same size as me. So, and I used to see him like every day. He was kind of hung out like where near I used to work.
Yeah.
So, one day I just brought him an old pair of pants.
Yeah.
I was like, "Here you go, bud. Like,
Yeah.
tired of looking at your ass. Like,
Yeah.
here you go." Right?
That's awesome.
So like he had those pants for about 2 weeks, and somehow he fucking split them in the exact same spot, right down the side of his leg,
Okay.
from the waist down. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, man, but like they were
That's-
perfectly good pants.
I wonder, maybe he just like to show some leg.
But maybe
Maybe
that's
that's
how he
his
makes his money.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, hey, big boy.
Now that you said, "Hey, big boy," there's a more serious note that I have to talk about. I was on the phone with Lids today.
On lids? Oh, yeah.
Lids,
Yeah. What happened with that?
they are going to call me, and they asked me if I wanted anything free. I said, "No, I'm not. It's not about being free or anything."
Yeah.
Oh, I would have taken the free shit for sure.
No, because that takes away from the severity of the fucking problem. Part of the problem is that I see myself in those kids. I even told them I don't want them fired.
Yeah. Okay.
I said I'm happy with a correction, a corrective behavior thing. Maybe if we can put them in a
Sometimes that's like
Bring
the
in a
only-
gay man to beat him with a club or something for
Yeah.
a bit.
no. Or,
Well, I guess you got to tell your story.
Yeah, you should
We,
tell
we,
the story.
we know the story, but
so basically, the Bills are in the playoffs.
Okay, just do a short and
Nobody-
sweet. Like
yeah,
I went to
nobody
Lids to
cares.
buy a
Bills.
Bills hat. Fuck off. I'm trying to.
okay.
No, you ramble on, man. Just keep it short and sweet, man. Let's go.
I
Hit
went-
it. Let's
went
go.
to buy a Bills hat
Yes.
and a Leafs hat because they're on sale.
Yes.
And I tried to get some help. As I was waiting for help, one person started talking to the other gentleman who worked there about how he went to a club with a buddy of his, and a gay guy hit on him.
Yeah.
Touched his face or something. They're like, "Oh, you're very pretty."
Yeah.
And the other guy he was talking to was like, "Yo, man, that wouldn't happen to me. I'd smash a faggot right in the face."
Yeah.
I was like, "Ugh, Jesus Christ, kind of uncomfortable here. I'm the only guy in this room, right?" And they're looking at me for like approval. I'm like, "Yeah, smirking, And I'm just like, I'm gonna go." So I end up calling. I posting it on head office because I didn't think it was right.
Mhm.
And they finally got back to me.
Mhm.
And they asked me, do I want free stuff? And I'm just like, I'm not looking for the free shit. It's more just, I don't want them to lose their jobs.
Yeah. Okay.
Send them to a tolerance class or something. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
If that's
Some people just don't fucking learn their lesson, man. Some people just need to get fucking fired. I mean, it's Lids. I'm pretty sure that kid will be working at Chancellor Foot Locker the next week.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You're probably right. But eventually he's got to learn something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that's especially getting fired. That you can't fucking talk to people like that is a fucking good thing. Like, you can actually get fired for that kind of shit.
Yeah, but if you can get
That's a real lesson.
but if you can get the same response and say, "Listen, we're not going to fire you, but you're going to take this course for the next couple of weeks."
Yeah, I mean, that's good as long as they learn.
Hey, and you're gonna learn how to. Yeah, then I'm okay with that.
I mean,
too.
besides, the thing is, with some people, it's not. I'm not just talking about this one person, but like with a lot of people, you can put them through courses or whatever. It's the only thing that they'll learn is just to keep their fucking mouth shut at work.
No,
That's
exactly.
really what it is.
And then the sadness of the
Go
whole
work in a kitchen where you can say what you want.
Yeah,
the whole sadness of the situation is that I saw myself in those kids, and I just thought, man, like if someone had talked to me, maybe I wouldn't have been there for that long.
yeah,
A big of a homophobe.
yeah.
So maybe this is a better thing out of it. Why are you looking over there for?
Oh, nothing. I just
Oh, I thought somebody walked in.
no. I had a bad joke. I'm not going to use it.
Oh,
No, use it now.
No. We're good.
Use it now.
We're good.
That's not very.
So
sad.
go on about your story.
No,
No, it's new year, new me.
oh, that bullshit, eh?
Ah, no.
New-
No.
New Year,
Dickety
new me.
dickety.
New Year, same me, maybe a little worse.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I'll just have a little extra money from not smoking to spend on other ways to ruin my life.
Oh.
Yeah, it's true. For me, maybe video games. I got a new Switch, so maybe. Oh, I definitely should not have fucking registered my credit card on with the Nintendo store. That's a bad fucking move. But anyway.
Oh, that's a huge. thing
Yeah,
not to do.
like I might end up doing that, but maybe with my extra money, maybe get an extra game, maybe spend some money on Transformers trading cards or Magic cards, and alcohol, of course.
I'm just gonna take up heroin.
You're just gonna, you're just gonna fucking replace one extreme with another one, eh?
Well, hey, they say heroin's easier to quit than smoking. So.
Apparently, it is.
Is it?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
I
what I heard.
don't want to try to figure it out or anything, but
That's what the smoking, like anti-smoking lobbyists say. I don't know if it's actually true.
well, you know, I did hear me. Let me put it to you like this. In 2006, I quit all my drugs, all my drinking, all my booze in one day.
Mm-hmm.
One shot. Said I'll never do any of it again. And not once since 2006 have I had a craving, an inkling. I've held beers in my hands. I've held. Never,
Well, yeah, I mean, you're a bouncer. You
Yeah, I'm a
have to have
bouncer.
held freaking alcohol.
But when I hold that bottle of gin, if I put it in my hand, are you worried that if you turn around, I'm going to drink it?
No.
Like that, right? But if you handed me a cigarette
Yeah.
and turned your head, would you worry that I would smoke that within seconds?
Oh, I wouldn't be worried, but like, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would, though.
Oh, I know I would.
Yeah.
I almost believe that would be true.
I think then you'll be completely straight edge.
Yeah.
Zero addictions other than,
Caffeine.
caffeine, but I mean,
Yeah.
who isn't?
Caffeine and jerking off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a different one.
Yeah, but caffeine, jerking off isn't a fucking. It's not an addiction.
What would they call it? JOA. Jerk Off Anonymous.
Yeah, I have to go to the Joa meeting.
Joa meetings? Yeah.
I am Dominic. I like to jerk off.
Excessively.
Like a wildcat.
Do wildcats actually jerk off?
Yeah, I never get that. Why do you call it? Why do you use that? Like, I don't get it.
Like you'd be better off saying like I jerk off like a chimp or something.
Yeah, that would make more sense because chimps
No,
can
there's
actually
no-
jerk off.
And do.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, I got this from
Like
Geraldo.
constantly.
Yeah, like I mean,
I think I got this from Geraldo.
you should like pick an animal that have thumbs that can make a fist.
I can't. I don't have internet in here.
Connect to the fucking Wi-Fi. It's Turd Ferguson 5G.
Turd Ferguson 5G.
Yeah.
Just tell the whole
That's some good
world.
shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're in fucking Oshawa, I will tell you the password in secrecy. I will text it to you.
Well, jeez, okay.
Because I do know there's enough people in Oshawa listen to the show. I don't
Yeah.
want them to steal my Wi-Fi.
You wake up tomorrow morning, there's like 10 city outside your house.
I know.
His house?
No, Turd Ferguson 5G.
I know, but there's someone here in your apartment that has their internet called His house.
Yeah.
That's what I was laughing at. Thank you, fucking asshole.
There, I texted you.
Oh,
the,
here we go.
Thing.
But going back to what I was saying, I got that because of. I'm pretty sure it's because of Geraldo.
Geraldo.
Yeah.
Why did he used to say that a lot?
Geraldo jerks off like a wildcat? Is that
No, I got the information. It's like he was doing some show about
jerking off like a wildcat?
maybe, I guess, I don't know. But he said something about how many times a fucking wildcat jerks off. And it's like some abnormal, like, holy fuck.
I don't think that's a thing.
I
Listen,
mean,
if I was a wildcat, I wouldn't want to touch my dick with my hands. Like,
No,
you know how big
I
those
would not.
claws are. Like that's just risky.
listen,
man.
if I was any kind of a feline, I would not ever touch my dick with my paws. Just so you know.
Yeah, but they don't know they have sharp paws. Like,
yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Imagine it's like surprise. I just fucked up my dick. First time you see you.
Yeah, but they're probably looking at us going, I wouldn't want to touch my penis with a gripping hand.
What?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. It's one of those days where everything.
Like, do you only know Bobby and like one gay person in this whole world? I gotta ask you, do you know any other gay people that you hang out with? Because like anytime you talk about anything like that, you just bring up Bobby, and
I
then
didn't bring up Bobby at all.
you just said that Bobby.
No, I said, would they look at us, animals,
Okay,
and look at us and say, I wouldn't want to grab my dick with a gripping
I
hand.
swear, I don't know. I thought I heard you said
Weird shit. They got like cucumber and fucking. I haven't tried that one.
I would hope not.
Creme brulee.
fucking creme brulee. Oh fuck!
So
some,
basically vanilla.
some fucking sophisticated guys.
But my issue is like none of it tastes good with
No.
coffee except for the cigarette flavor, and the cigarette flavor like I don't like it because it just makes me want cigarettes.
Yeah, like when I got this, it came with I got to pick two different juices for my vape. I just picked both coffee flavored. One's cappuccino, one's just a regular coffee. I just got both of them. I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna need. I feel because one of the guys that's at the vape store that works there, he had the regular tobacco one. It's like I'm like, I don't know if I want it, and it's like, yo, I have it. I'm like, yo, can I try it? And I tried it. I'm like, no, it's like it tastes too much like a cigarette, and I'm like, you know what? That's just not gonna work.
Are we on now or what?
Moving on, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we were just talking about vaping again.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's not really vaping. It's quitting cigarettes. We're not taking this up as a fucking hobby. Just so you know.
No.
So I'm going to explain Dickety Dickety here
Yeah.
right
Oh.
quick.
Yeah.
Hey, listen! Now, my story begins in 1962. We had to say Dickety, because the Kaiser had stolen our Word 20. I chased that rascal to get it back, but gave up after Dickety 6 miles.
So it's Dickety Dickety this year. I won't call it anything else. And I feel like for as long as I get to exist in this millennium, it's just going to be Dickety whatever.
It is.
So,
It is. It's true.
but this is the decade where I
Yeah.
get to say Dickety Dickety.
I remember. So it's like after New Year's, and like people, like some people, stupid people, posting shit. It's like, in 80 years, it'll be year 3000. I'm like, that's not how math works.
What was that?
That's how meth works. That's
That-
not how
yes.
math works.
Yes, that is how meth works, but it's not how math works.
What was
It's
it?
like in 80 years, it'll be year 3000. Like,
Nah.
no. You know, sometimes I can get it.
800.
I can get it. Sometimes, you know, you have a little oops and have a little weird thing on your math, but I've never been that stupid out loud before.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh man.
So I was talking about this with you earlier, where it's what, January 3rd.
Yeah.
So January 1st, we're all like, oh hey, new decade, this will be cool.
Yeah.
By the second, you're like, holy fuck, Australia is like actually
On
really on fire.
yeah.
Like those guys are fucked.
Yeah.
And then January 3rd rolls around and America just couldn't resist. Let's just commit a war crime and airstrike a country.
Yeah. Iran.
They
Yeah,
airstriked
they did.
Iran, killed one of their major generals, and now they're scared. There's this thing. The head of the CIA is like, we're pretty sure there's probably Iranian sleeper cells in the states, and they're probably pretty pissed off right now. So heads up.
Yeah.
Do you think that something big is gonna happen then?
I think.
Well,
so.
I mean, if somebody fucking go and bomb my country, I'm pretty sure the people that live in my country, from my country, that live in the country that fucking bombed them, will be pretty fucking pissed at that.
Oh,
and Iran has always been one of those countries you don't want to fucking piss off.
No.
Right?
No.
Um,
It's funny.
and then the other thing was the plague thing. Every century, it seems like in the 20s of that century, a
Yeah.
new plague releases.
Yeah, the last like 3 centuries.
So we're due for one. And last night I had a sore throat and was coughing a lot, so I'm a little worried.
Yeah, it's true. Last 3 centuries, 1720, 1820, and 1920, there's been some sort of a plague in that decade. Yeah.
Bring back SARS.
SARS was fucking shit. It killed like 3 people.
Yeah, people were sick, but it killed. Yeah, it didn't.
We got a concert out of the deal.
Okay.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went to SARS stock.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Were you one of the assholes hucking fucking bottles at Justin Timberlake?
No.
I would have been.
No, we were one of the assholes that were like raiding the fucking porta potties at the end of the night. And
What?
Why would you raid a porta potty?
This is my poo. I claim this poo in this for the sake of Juventus. Long live Mother Italy.
on that note, I'm gonna just be quiet now.
Okay, why did you raid the fucking
Yeah,
porta
I'm
potty?
curious.
Everybody did. It was just because they were taking the papers, like the toilet paper, and they were throwing them like the.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Even Angus went because it was during the ACDC. He's like, "Hey, no fucking hell!" He didn't never seen anything like it before. But that whole like row of porta potties, like everybody just raided them and took all the fucking toilet paper. But I wasn't one of the ones that hit Justin Timberlake with a bottle.
No, that was like
well, I mean, bottles of water there were like fucking $12, weren't
yeah.
they?
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, ridiculous.
That was the.
I mean, that's an expensive way to say "fuck you" to
Well,
Justin
well,
Timberlake.
well, well,
I mean,
that-
let's
well,
be real, because
well-
I'd want to throw more than one.
well,
personally.
that was the Oakville crowd. They're
Ah.
rich. They can
Yeah.
afford a $12 bottle of water.
yeah.
Nah, man. Like, it's funny too. Like, that's like right around the time that he like released his first album, right? His single album. And it's like nobody was giving this guy a chance, and then he just fucking just blew up.
Well, he was at the wrong show though. Like
It's
that was
true.
an old school rock show.
It is.
and then they just
But
kind
didn't he-
of they kind of just slapped Justin Timberlake like as a headliner.
But
he
didn't-
wasn't the headliner, but he was a headliner.
But didn't he also perform with another band?
No.
Like he gave because Brandon was talking about that. We were actually talking about that like on New Year's Eve, and Brandon was saying one of the bands that performed got him to come up to sing one of the songs with them after his one was
probably.
Oh,
done.
maybe ACDC. Maybe if I think about it now.
It could have been AC/DC. I don't know who it was.
Or no, they
it would have been the Stones.
Maybe
because
the
I feel like
Stones.
I
I
feel
think
like
it was
the
the
way
Stones.
it went was AC/DC played and everybody was all riled up. That was like the best set of the whole thing. And then they brought out Justin Timberlake and everybody was like, "The fuck is this shit?"
No,
And then the
Timberlake.
Stones were like the main.
No,
headliner.
Timberlake came on before. Timberlake came on before like the Who.
I feel like he would be the first to come on, considering he got nothing in common with any other band.
It was still daylight when Timberlake came on.
It was the middle of summer though.
No, we're talking like 2:00 in the afternoon, like 3:00 in the afternoon.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
No,
I was also like 14 or 15 at the time.
Oh, you weren't allowed to go.
Yeah, I was in high school when the Sarsbury fucking thing happened.
Actually, funny story. I forgot what I got in shit for, but I got in shit with my mom for something.
Oh,
And,
there's a shock.
And that same weekend, they were going to go to Canada's Wonderland. Like that was their plan, right? So my punishment was I didn't get to go to Wonderland. Or no, it wasn't even Wonderland. It was what is it? Just over the Darien Lake.
Oh,
That's where they were going. They were going to Darien Lake. And they were like, "Yeah, your punishment is you don't get to come." So they just like left me at my buddy's place.
What, that was 6 months,
That-
right?
And
Darien
that,
Lake?
and that was my punishment. They left me at my buddy's place. So we just got fucked up and did our own thing anyways. But that was the same weekend as the Sarah Stock thing.
oh, I thought it was.
So we watched, because it was on TV, some of it.
Yeah, most of it was. Yeah, I remember.
So we were watching it there. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that on TV. I was also in high school, so
It was a fucking. It was a fun time. I'm glad I went. Although I'm not a big like. To tell you the truth, I didn't even see the end of the Rolling Stones set. I had already left.
I think I think it was the Stones that brought him out to play with.
Yeah,
them.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it
that's
would have
it.
had to have been because
Yeah.
I know. I this is one thing I do specifically remember about it is that AC/DC went on before him
Yeah.
okay.
No.
because
No.
people were pissed about that. I remember that people were pissed that AC/DC put on the best show out of everybody, and then Timberlake came on.
Okay.
I seem to remember this specifically. I mean, fuck, this is like 20 years ago now. So
Almost, yeah.
Dude, I remember like it was yesterday. I'm telling you, the Star Stock lineup.
I just saw. It wasn't a documentary specific about SARS, but it was about. I think it's this Netflix show called Explained. I think that
Okay.
I think that's what it was. And
Okay.
So it's just like 20-minute episodes about random shit,
Yeah.
and they explain it to you like unbiasedly. And I think I'm pretty sure it was this show, anyways. But they were talking about plagues.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one episode, and the SARS thing was like the most recent one that they were really going in depth about.
Oh, okay.
And just the way that happened,
Yeah.
right? It is amazing how they were able to trace it right down to like patient zero.
Oh yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
They found the exact guy
yeah.
that started it. And I mean, it's not his fault. You can't punish the dude. He
No.
didn't die or anything. He was fine by the end of it. But
Yeah.
like, it's amazing that they trace it down to that one fucking person.
Yeah.
And they're like, you are responsible for the entire world having an epidemic for a
Yeah.
minute.
That's
Like,
crazy, right?
Yeah, you see, it was
I mean, you basically like with stuff like that, it's very hard to find the patient zero, and the fact that they did that, that's crazy.
so the afternoon ended with Blue Rodeo,
Uh-huh.
and it started with Justin Timberlake, the Guess Who, Rush, AC/DC, then the Rolling Stones, and then they brought back Timberlake with Mick Jagger so they could sing "Cry Me a River."
Is that when he got pelted with bottles, though?
No, he got pelted with the
When it was on,
his
On
opening
his slot.
set. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. He
That's
had
crazy though, eh?
That was almost a decade of years ago, man. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Diggity years. That's like 2003.
Yeah.
SARS outbreak. That was
Oh.
2003.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's
I-
17 years ago. That's crazy, eh?
I saw. I think it was Asperger's that posted it. It was like a Gen X meme.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know. I'm not Gen X, so I'm not going to quote it. But I looked at the math and applied it to my generation, and it actually is a little bit mind blowing. I have now seen 5 decades. I'm only 33,
Mm-hmm.
but I have seen 5 decades.
How have you seen 5 decades if you're
I
only
was
30?
alive in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 2020s.
Yeah, it's true. Same here. So
Yeah, if you want, okay, if you
how
want
many,
to.
how many decades have you seen? 70? I mean, you were at least 2, so you've seen some of 70s, that even if you can't
I was
remember.
born in 78.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
80s,
I'm a
90s,
Gen X.
so you're
2000,
you've
2010?
seen 6 decades.
You've
in
seen
your life.
6 decades.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That
You
is
think about
crazy.
that?
Yeah, I know.
like, just being like in my 30s, like I wouldn't think the
You're-
number was
you're-
that high.
I'm
but-
more blown-
85, right?
86.
86, yeah.
I'm more blown away because I've legitimately got to see some of the best and the world has to offer with certain genres. Like, if you think about it, basketball,
Yeah.
right? We will never see, I don't think, ever, another point in basketball where we'll see the likes of, like, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan all in the same league all at the same time. 3 of the best players ever, you know what I mean? And the same thing like with hockey. I don't think we'll ever see like another Mario Lemieux and a Wayne Gretzky in the same.
I mean, I think
With hockey, it's different though. Hockey, like we do have that potential right now.
Yeah, you definitely have the
Ovechkin
potential
is
right now.
almost at Gretzky's total goals. Crosby is Crosby. He's never going to beat a Gretzky record or something.
No, but that's what I'm
he's
saying, though.
up there.
But I don't think we will see two massive superstars. Like every generation had a massive superstar.
And the way the league has changed in the last like 5 years or so, it's become like a 20-year-old league, right? Like these kids are fucking putting up stupid numbers now.
No, and you're right. But even football, like even with like
You also got to look at it this way, like with any sport, like you look at in the 90s and 80s and 90s, and like with any sport, how the sport itself have changed, right? You won't see the same thing again because the sport itself changes. Like, I mean, fuck, man, certain rules change. That stops people from doing the shit that they used to be able to do.
well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right
Right?
there. But I just like I said, there's just certain things like even, and I hate to bring it up, but even like with wrestling.
Okay, first off, don't say I hate to bring it up. You never hate to bring up wrestling, okay?
He just knows we're gonna rip on him.
Yeah, you never hate to fucking bring it up.
I hate to bring it up because Johnny doesn't like it. That's what I mean. But even with that, John, we'll never see. Think about it, Hogan, The Rock, Flair, Austin. Never again will we see those that big of a group. And
Also, like, again,
You know what though? The difference between wrestling and real sports though is with what you're saying. Like wrestling was in its absolute prime at that time,
yeah.
right? That's about viewership. It's not about skill. It's about viewership.
but even
right?
other sports.
They were presenting these superstars in a way that they're not doing anymore.
But even superstars.
They were able to gimmick it just right.
And you're looking
It had
at a
nothing
way.
to do with the skill or anything,
And-
right? Like that's where the difference is between wrestling and
Okay,
like, hockey or
okay. So
something.
let's
Like,
go back to sports then. Go back to sports. We will never see Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, Troy Aikman.
The two
Whatever.
current winningest quarterbacks of all time are in the league playing right now.
It's true.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we'll never see that many game changers all in one generation. I don't think it would ever happen.
See, I never watched, like, obviously, I was in, like, Sri Lanka, and I was, like, fucking young as fuck, so I never watched football in that era, like, where, 80s and in the 90s, so you had all of those players. I know who they are, but, like, they played all at the same time. They were all in the league at the same
Joe
time.
Montana and Young, right? Like Steve Young replaced Joe Montana.
Okay.
Troy Aikman was the Dallas quarterback. Jerry Rice played for the 49ers and the Raiders. Like, these were game-changing players. Like, legitimate, like, the rules now are made because of these certain players. Like, and I don't think we'll ever get that. Like, even soccer.
Well, again, though, like, that's another thing, right? Like, there are certain, like, with sports, especially with the leagues in North America, like, there has been so many rule changes since those people played. Like, I mean, fuck, man, like, every league had, like, all these different rules that have changed. Like, fucking helmet to helmet was a thing. Well, it wasn't even a thing, like, back in the day.
And you're right. But
Right?
I'm just saying, like, I don't think we'll have that many game changers again. Except for our generation.
Speaking of sports and game changers, I seem to remember a few weeks ago talking about how horrible it was. Like, the Leafs fired Mike Babcock.
Yeah, let's talk about that, eh?
Let's talk about
Yeah, it's true. Let's talk about that.
how the Leafs are 14-4-1 under Sheldon Keefe.
Yeah.
They're scoring at a ridiculous. Okay, I was watching Sportsnet yesterday. Every individual coaching stat that exists, Keefe has beaten fucking Babcock in less time.
Yeah, so what's up with that, Dom?
I just want to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah.
'cause
I was wrong.
Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
That's it.
There's nothing else to argue
That's all I
with.
wanted to hear.
Listen, I'm willing to see when I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Leafs were outside the playoffs. Now they're like
Contending-
second in their
and
division.
contending, it could be in a couple games contending for the top spot. I know. I get that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not. Listen, my thing is this. Could they have done something wrong? Like, listen, Babcock with his track record, Olympic gold medalist coach, World Junior Championship coach, multiple Stanley Cups, God knows whatever other coach. Like, how the fuck did this guy become the greatest coach of all time, almost, to become the biggest piece of shit when he coaches Toronto?
Yeah, but I mean, you're looking at it this way: like Toronto, just as a city, with two of their biggest teams, had two big coaching changes over the last year, and with Dwayne Casey letting go, getting Nick Nurse. Dwayne Casey's supposed to be one of the top freaking defensive coaches in the league, and what did Raptors suck at? Defending. They get scored on more than a hooker on fucking downtown Oshawa. Like, no, like that's the thing though. Like, these are like you're looking at like Babcock and Dwayne Casey, like, and then who they replaced him with much younger guys that have like a little bit have a different view of coaching. Like, honestly, it's fresh. It's a lot better.
Sorry, just go on. we'll talk about this in a minute.
Okay. No, but like that's the thing though. Like, sometimes you need the old guys kind of out of the way. Like, I get it. Like, they're good coaches. They're great coaches. But you know what though? They like the younger guys. Like, literally just in Toronto, it's been proven that younger coaching works.
Hey, listen, I knew that 3 days in it was a good change. Just so you know.
Bullshit. You were still
Bullshit.
bitching about it for like 2 weeks.
No, because remember when that story came? Was it 2 days or 2 weeks?
What are you talking
Probably
about?
2 weeks.
The story about Marner. When that story came out, you know I was like, that's...
I can vaguely
that wasn't
remember
2
that.
days after, but it probably wasn't 2 weeks either. It was somewhere in the middle.
That's when I heard that story was my... Yeah, it's a good thing he's gone.
No.
Oh, and my other one I want to talk about, William Nylander. You say he's a waste of money? He's playing a career fucking year right now.
I didn't say he was
saying.
wasting money.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did
You're
not
like,
say.
trade that motherfucker. Get him out of here. I want cap space. Man.
Oh yeah, I remember like Nylander when he it took him like half a year to sign, was signed back and like sign his contract. I remember you saying that. This
Yeah.
guy just wasted a half of a season. It's like, fuck this guy, let him go. I remember that.
Get the 5 draft picks.
Look at
let
him
go.
now.
Yeah.
Dude's got like 8 goals in 7 games. Fucking.
Dude, but this
He's
is...
almost a point a game player.
You're not gonna listen to me, but the best time to get anything from him would have been last season with those 5 draft picks.
Why,
Yeah, but-
why get anything for him when he's already doing what you need him to do?
Yeah, but like again though, like the team's obviously playing a lot better. Up until they lost about 3 days ago. How many games did they win back to back?
They
5 or
they
6.
tied their record.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, it was like
Tied
5 or
their
6 or
record.
whatever. yeah.
They've never won more than 5 or 6 in a row.
I think it was 6. Yeah. They tied it. I
And they
remember
tied
that.
it.
Yeah, and then they lost, and then they won again yesterday.
And when they lost in overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They,
it was,
still, they
yeah.
still took a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, listen, I can't say anything, man.
Sheldon Keefe's first 4 losses all came in like his first like 2 or 3 weeks or so, and they've just been on easy street ever since.
Well, I mean, they were playing Winnipeg
They,
yesterday.
they won what?
Winnipeg,
They won what?
Winnipeg.
They
is
won their
fucking-
first 3 though. I think they won their first 3 with
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
And
but
then
it was
they-
like then they dropped a bunch in a
Yeah,
row.
and then they had their 6-game win streak. Yeah.
Well,
Hey, as long as they're doing good, man. Listen, all I want to see is Toronto get over the fucking Boston hump. That's it.
Well, the way the league looks right now, if everything stays the course, they're not going to have to play Boston in the
That's
first
true.
round.
That's true. Ooh.
sorry.
They'll get either Tampa or fucking Montreal.
Right
which
now-
hopefully it's Montreal because I think they're gonna rip those fuckers.
Right
apart.
now,
But
the way the
right now it's Tampa.
it's Tampa. Yeah, right now with the conference set up, it's Tampa.
Oh, I think we can beat Tampa.
I think they can too.
I think Tampa will be rougher than Montreal, though. Montreal will be
For
a lot
sure.
easier. Tampa
No,
will be a lot rougher.
no. I think Montreal will be a tougher time only because they're more of a grind out team. And NHL, you know me, I'm a stickler for grinders, and Montreal has a bunch of grinders. Max Domi is a very skilled player,
Yeah,
but that guy can grind them out with the best of them.
yeah.
I'm a huge stickler for that. I think Tampa Bay would put up far less of a fight than Montreal would to Toronto.
You think so?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
What would you say if they play Tampa? How many games?
I'd probably say the Leafs could beat them in about 5 or 6, easy. Yeah. I don't really see it going 7. I'd be shocked.
No.
Montreal, I could say solid 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 right up to 7. Anything, yeah.
And I think obviously you're going to get Boston second round. And I think they win that series. Boston in the second round is nothing like Boston in the first round.
If they get the shit kicked out, man. I mean,
Boston is still old.
Didn't
People forget about that. Like,
yeah,
they-
that's true.
they-
Boston is pretty old.
They can grind the fuck out of shit, but like they do get tired.
Yeah.
The first round is easy for Boston.
Have
The Leafs have been making it hard.
they
the last
only
couple
have
of
they
years.
only faced him on the first round? I feel like
Yeah.
they faced him in the second round
No,
before.
not recently.
In the
Not in a long time.
about 7 years ago. would
I
say
think
about
the
7 or 8
Reimer
years
one.
ago. Yeah.
the Reimer one was in the second round, no?
No,
Yeah.
I thought that was first.
No, I
I,
thought that
might
was,
be wrong.
I think that
a
was
long
the second
time ago.
round. The one with the 4 goals ahead.
Yeah, they were up 4 goals. Yeah.
And then they fucked it up in like the last 8 minutes
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah. Don't even fucking
Well,
remind
that last period was, oh man.
I was working all fucking night.
Oh, you know what's funny? Me and so New Year's Eve, Brandon. So he's like looking up the Sabres game that was happening, right? Hey, Sabres up 4-1.
Yeah.
Right?
By
I'm
dinner
like,
time, they
yeah,
lost.
yeah. It's like fucking Sabres up 4-1, right? It's like they're doing good. I'm like, I can't remember who they were playing. It's like 4-2. I'm like, oh. It's in the third period. I'm like, oh, watch. They're going to have a regular Leaf slide, okay? Watch. By the time it's over, it's going to be 5-4. And it ended in 5-4. It was a Leaf slide. Like, man, like there was 2 goals. Oh, it was freaking 4-3. It was 4-4, and it was 5-4.
I just got an email for Power Libido.
What?
Power libido, eh?
Yeah. Dominic DeGiorgio, size does matter.
We know you're small. Let us help you out.
Why the fuck would you get an email like that?
I don't know why.
I'll tell you why.
Is
you,
it-
you
do you watch-
subscribe to things that those types of companies fucking prey on?
Are you like
That's
a
what
member
it
of
is.
like Pornhub?
No, I'm not actually.
Because I feel like Pornhub would have those kind of ads.
Oh yeah.
Increase your libido.
Yeah. Right in
Who's your
between
size?
you'll never make it 5 minutes into this game.
Oh my god, yeah, what's up with those fucking videos? It's like, meet singles near you. Look at Ashley. She's 5 minutes away from you. I'm like, there's not a bitch like that in downtown Oslo. Are you kidding me?
Oh man, if there is, I've been going to the wrong bars. So you know what? I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up.
Oh, here
It
we
was,
go.
my New Year's Eve,
Okay.
where I ended up disappearing to.
Yeah, you got some punani?
Well, I tried.
Okay.
Oh, is that why the crazy one?
So I left. Yeah, I assume she's a crazy one. I definitely assume she's a crazy one.
Yeah,
I think with you, like, you should just always assume they're
Yeah.
crazy.
No, he was bringing back a way back playback.
Oh.
No, I didn't. I never fucked her before.
Oh, it wasn't
But-
the tit slip?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I went home with this girl
Yeah.
to her place,
hmm
but we left with a couple of guys.
Okay.
And one of these guys, I've assumed for months, was a gay man.
Okay.
I mean, like, all the telltale signs. He's, like, well-dressed, well-kept. He's a hairdresser. I assumed he was a gay man. Like, you gotta fucking make that assumption.
Okay.
Right? So I'm walking home with these people, and fucking we go to our house, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna try and get some fucking pussy, and this is what my night's gonna be. And then her and this gay man, I say with quote marks, start getting into a couple fight.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh shit, am I stepping on toes here? And as it turns out, I was stepping on toes.
Oh, really?
So he leaves, and on his way out the door, he's like, yeah, fuck, if you can get it, fucking get it. I'm never coming back. I'm just like, okay, cool.
And you got
We
it.
good, we good, bro? He's like, yep, we're good. See you at the bar. Whatever. I'm like, cool. But I didn't get it.
But see you at the bar. That just it. Like, that just killed it for me, right?
Do I know
there.
this girl too? Do I know this girl too?
Probably know her if you saw her.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie. I don't even know her name.
oh.
I legit don't even know her name. She told me her name. It was New Year's. I was drunk. The whole night I was like, hey, you. Come here. I got something to show you.
Oh, hey, you.
I could have sworn you went home with someone else that night.
Oh, no. I didn't go home with that one. Oh, God, no. She
She got kicked out.
She barked up that tree. That's for damn sure, but no.
I know she got kicked out. I was there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
I'm not shocked.
Because she was trying to fight, she was trying to fight like Alondra and all them girls.
Good. I hope they kick her out permanently. That one, she's just been showing up at the Atra like crazy lately. And,
Who is this? One of your exes?
Yeah, remember the one I brought here and her tits kept falling
Yeah.
out?
Let's call her a tit slip.
Tit slip.
Yeah.
Who wants to come on the show because she's crazy?
She is fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, if you have these like big Howard Stern dreams about what this show is going to be, that's the girl that's going to give you those Howard Stern dreams.
Yeah, it's coming from
Oh.
outside. You have the door open. That's why.
It was a truck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When this is actually go online, if there's like echoes and stuff, it's probably because we're actually recording this on my living room. So
Yeah, because
we have it's not compact as the studio is, and Dom's too hot, so we have the window cracked off, so you can hear some shit from the outside, crackheads screaming and trucks driving by. So
Not to mention, I feel like this is just like almost like a makeshift setup.
it is a makeshift setup.
This isn't what it normally is. So if the quality sucks, it's Dom's fault. But
it's Dom's fault.
well, I mean, it's not any of my shit here. I
Yeah,
just
that's
come in
true.
and talk into the microphone.
Oh my god.
Hey, and I just live here, okay? This is all your shit.
That's true. That's true.
So if it sucks, it's Dom's fault. But
And you know what? I even
you know
told
what?
you
It's
this.
it's new year, new us. Maybe this is how it's always gonna be.
Yeah?
Dickety fucking dickety.
Dickety fucking
You
dickety.
need another beer, bro?
Yeah, I do actually. You got one?
You got one right there.
Yeah, I do.
We are recording
I'm working.
this
I'm
on,
working on my Rockstar vodka right now.
We are recording on January 3rd, dickety fucking dickety. It'll be on, what?
Probably in dickety days or so.
Yeah.
No, I'll put this
No,
on.
that's too long.
I can put this up tonight.
Okay, so it'll be on.
Oh,
on
he says that every time.
He
though.
does, though.
Yeah, but now I'm not rushing out the door to take you guys home.
What does that matter?
I just gotta get ready.
Do you
for
just
work.
forget after you go to drop us off? You just forget about the show?
No.
That you have to post it?
You know what it is? I get home after I drop you guys off, and I'm like,
What did I just do for the last fucking 3 hours?
I'm just gonna
And
lay-
like a week later, he's like, "Oh yeah, the show."
That seems kind of accurate because of the timeline of actually when you post it.
Actually, no. A lot of the time, Podbean was fucked up.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck you, asshole.
Sure, blame somebody that we can't even fucking talk to.
Sure you can. Go on Podbean, talk to the operator. Fucking dickheads. I'm fucking...
Okay. Oh, the thing I laughed at earlier.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Imagine fucking. Okay, this is from a chick's point of view. Imagine fucking a magician, and he nutting you, and you freak out, but then he says like, "Hey bitch, check behind your ear."
That's awesome.
Oh my god! Don't worry, the studio is gonna be nice too.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna,
told me.
you're gonna like it. Don't worry. It'll be state of the art.
With the exact same equipment, just a nicer room.
Nicer room, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Fuck you, man. What, you want to update our equipment?
No. Well, I'm not made of money.
Well, then. Our equipment's done well for us for the last 3 years.
Thank you, Wish.
Well, none of it was Wish.
No. No, it's none of it is Wish.
It's all-
Everything that came from Wish couldn't they didn't work.
Yeah.
Anything that he ordered off of Wish, like he ordered
It's
like
already gone.
he ordered like fucking like mic, like the one of the holding things for the mic stand for the mics and stuff. None of that worked. Like for some reason they sent us like mic grips for like smaller mics.
No, it wasn't the grips.
The
it
Bob
was,
Barker ones.
No, it wasn't the grips. It was those fucking like the stop because sometimes.
Oh yeah. Like the spit guard,
Yeah, it was like a little, but
like the filter.
it was supposed to filter out the breathing, right?
Yeah.
Because we were really getting the heavy breathing. So like it was supposed to monitor that out.
Maybe you should be such a fucking mouth breather. Then.
You know what? Oh my god.
Oh, dude, just stop touching your mic.
I broke the show.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, just and also just again,
made Dom
just
broke
move
the
your
show.
mic out a little bit. You're very loud.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Remember,
just
it's a
sit back.
microphone, not a cock.
He's very annoying when he's drunk. You know that.
He's
I'm
about
not even drunk.
he's about the same.
Don't you have to work tonight?
No.
It's Friday.
No, he's off today.
No, I got the best work week ever.
Oh.
Yeah, he got like
They gave me New Year's Eve off, and then they gave me like a 10-hour shift on New Year's Day, so I got all kinds of fucking like extra money for that. And then they gave me today off. They gave me Friday night off. Like, this is the best shift ever.
That's
Or Best
awesome.
work week ever.
yeah, that's awesome. Get bugged.
I can't complain about that one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I can complain about is I just had to pay rent, so I really don't have any money, so I can't do much with my Friday night. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
can do a little. I don't have to worry about spending money on cigarettes.
it's true. Well, if you want, fucking it's Friday night and the LCBO is open till 8 o'clock. After we're done recording, you can get some more beer, come back up and keep drinking if you want.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be working tonight at the
Where are you working?
Griffin tonight.
You're at the Griffin. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And as soon as I'm done this, I got to meet up with Jay
Jay, why?
to do some deliveries.
Oh, okay. So you're doing deliveries and then going to the Griffin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just driving around with you, just sitting in the passenger seat?
No. We go in the different cars.
Oh, you're using his car to do deliveries?
No, we go to different cars. Just we hang out at the same spot.
Oh, you guys take each other's cars and you guys just hang out. Is he on Uber Eats? Is
Yeah,
that why?
yeah.
Okay, he's on Uber Eats. Okay. Otherwise, I was like, what the fuck's happening? Why you guys?
I had this ridiculous experience with Uber Eats the other night.
Oh, here we go.
I ordered some fucking A&W
Okay.
at like 3:30 in the morning,
And it didn't come till 5.
and they were like, they just kept delaying it. They're like, it has latest arrival to show up or
Yeah.
whatever. It just kept getting delayed and delayed and delayed,
Yeah.
and finally it's like 2 hours later, and the dude finally showed up. So now I can't cancel it.
Yeah.
Right? He showed up at the restaurant, so you can't cancel it anymore.
Okay.
And then he sat there for like another fucking half an hour.
Yeah.
So finally, I just fucking called him. Like, yo, I want to cancel this order and go to sleep. This is fucking ridiculous. I ordered this like 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like, I know by the time it gets to me, it's going to be cold and shitty as fuck.
Yeah.
And like, they're like, oh, well, we can cancel the delivery, but you still going to have to pay for the food. I'm like, the food hasn't even been made yet. Don't give me that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, okay, hang on. Goes and talks to her supervisor, supposedly. And probably didn't. Probably just sat there and fingered her twat a little bit for
Yeah.
a minute and came back on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a full refund for the food and the delivery, and the driver won't be coming. But just so you know, he's on his way right now. Are you really sure? And I'm looking at the app myself. I'm like, nah, this guy's still just sitting there.
Yeah.
Right? We got GPS on this app. You think I'm fucking stupid? This guy's not moving. He's
Yeah.
been in the same spot for an hour.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, okay, well, I'll send you your money back, and I'll give you a $5 credit for your next order.
Okay.
So, that's another thing I had to fucking call him about, actually, because I'm a petty little asshole, and I want my $5. So it showed up that I had a $5 credit that night, and then the next night I went to order something, and that $5 credit was gone. Didn't exist anymore. So I still ordered my food, but I was like,
That's
this
kinda
is
sketchy.
This is some bullshit right here.
Yeah,
I
that's
want my
kinda sketchy.
$5. Wait, you give me a 24-hour window on that $5 credit? Like, what, am I supposed to call A&W again and be like, make me my food now?
Well,
Like,
no,
fuck
what
you
was it?
guys.
2 nights ago, on the 2nd, I fucking ordered. I got pizza from Uber Eats. This fucking fresh off the boat fucking Indian dude fucking shows up and buzzes. He's like, "Hey buddy, I can't come up. I'm gonna get a ticket." No, it's actually on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm
There's
like,
free parking, relax.
I'm like, first off, it's fucking holiday and it's 9 o'clock at night. Nobody's going around giving anybody tickets at this time. There are no fucking parking enforcement. He's like, no. He's like, I've gotten tickets before in this building. And I was like, no, you don't. Well, are you telling me when you pull up to a house to deliver and those people that live there have their car on the driveway and you can pull in, you're just going to make them come outside and meet them? No, this guy, literally, I got this guy for the second time, and both times he's gotten fucking bad reviews. So it's like he refused to come up. And like,
See, like, I just live on the second story.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I go outside and meet the fucking driver every time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's not a big deal. I could be like, hey, you need to come up here. Get the fuck out your car. Get off your ass and do something.
yeah.
But no, I'm gonna go down there and get it.
Like,
I was actually stuck in that mess at A&W. I had
So was it just A&W just getting like shit ton of fucking Uber calls and like,
dude? I had a
Well,
double.
what happens is some nights there's nothing else open. That's literally the only
when
thing.
was this? Like yesterday?
No,
It
this
was
was
like 2-3 days ago.
yeah.
New Year's Eve maybe?
No, this was the
It was
Monday before New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
It's a Monday night.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's open besides McDonald's.
Yeah.
And they only have like
And
two
McDonald's
people.
wasn't open that night.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Oh, it's fucked up. When we were on New Year's Day, when we were going to Megan's mom's house, we stopped over to get a coffee at McDonald's, and like I didn't get a coffee because fucking drive-through was closed except for the Uber drivers. Drive-through was closed except for the Uber drivers. One in the north end there on
Yeah.
what is that? Todden?
Yeah.
The one on Todden. Yeah.
You know what's funny? You want to hear some funny stories of? Everybody knows our buddy Frank.
Yeah.
So New Year's Day, we're fucking out hanging out. Me and Jay. No, it was New Year's Eve after we came here,
Mm-hmm.
and I was dying for a fucking coffee. I was
Did
like,
you guys end up going to the hospital to
So-
get a coffee?
So get this, Frank tells us this great idea about going to the hospital.
Go get a glass
The Tim,
and some ice.
the Tim Hortons in Oshawa's got the fucking
Yeah.
open, right?
Yeah.
And he had already went down. You know where the Tim Hortons is by the corral.
Yeah.
He was over there and he was going on about. So people are going through the drive-thru and he's yelling at them.
Yeah.
It's fucking closed, you losers! Right as he's
Yeah.
drinking coffee, pretending he's being all smart. He's drinking coffee. Then he notices inside the window and they're actually open.
Yeah. I'm listening.
Yeah, no, that was just a story. So he's just yelling at people, just fucking telling them, "Oh, you're a bunch of fucking pieces of shit." And I got this fucking coffee. He did it for like 25 minutes, and then he realized that it was actually open. They were getting coffees.
Oh.
So he's just yelling at people for they think he's fucking weird. And I'm just like, of course they think you're weird, fucking Frank.
Oh yeah, I was talking to Frank. So
Skills at your car for little girls.
Don't start with that.
So I was talking to Frank, and it was like, I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, yeah. Dom's staying at Jay's house. He's like, oh yeah, how come? I'm like, yeah, that Megan's friend's staying over, right? And he's like, oh yeah, why don't you just let Dom sleep over and just send her over to my house? So I'm like, yeah, I don't think she's you're her type there, Frank.
Oh, is that girl that was here New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
She was cute.
yeah, she was, yeah.
I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Megan's friend that likes to make mistakes.
And then she says something along the lines of like, ever since I've had a kid, I've just not been about casual sex. And I was like, all right, I'm good. She's like, I need to feel a connection first. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, she's yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
To each their own.
I don't think I've said.
Well, I guess you know.
Her loss.
You know what they say? Kids change things.
Yeah.
The way you look at things.
I don't know. I didn't know she had a kid. I didn't even.
Oh yeah, she did. She has like, I think he's less than a year old. Yeah, like I think the baby daddy lives in like Ajax or something. She lives downtown Toronto.
Good for her. Come on, it's like instant daddyhood for you.
What's that?
There's two guys, instant daddyhood.
I'm surprised I have not achieved daddyhood yet.
Yeah, I know. Me too. It's
I
weird.
mean, the only people that call me daddy are sluts.
Crazy sluts.
It's fucking weird. Some girl, some fucking
But-
chick
but-
or some
but
kid
no-
just never
no-
showed
no
up in front
children.
of my door.
I have no children.
And then like fucking just say it's like, hi, I think you're my dad.
Listen,
I'm waiting for one.
If some kid, you know, anywhere between 5 to 10 years old showed up at my door and said, I think you're my dad, I'd probably believe it. I would.
I think I might have one, but
I mean, like, I would definitely want to check this shit out before I start paying out. But
Yeah.
I would not be shocked if I had a child out there that was around 5 to 10 years old.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
It would not
Mrs.
shock me at all.
Mrs. Zugatz, you might be my daddy. Well, something is hold my hand and let's go on our way to the Maury Povich show.
I honestly wouldn't fucking be surprised since I was like, I guess like 18 till like, I guess,
No.
till I met Megan, really. Till like 3 years ago. So what is that? 18, I'm 32, 19. So about 10 years old. I would
Yeah.
say somebody about, 10 years old the max shows up and say, hi, I think you're my dad.
The one I'm thinking would be,
I wouldn't be shocked. And
the one I'm thinking would be about 20 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was engaged once, way back.
I'm like, huh. I mean, like, it's weird, and I'm like, fuck. I mean, even if there's not, and I was like, man, do I have something to worry about? There's no kid knocking on my door? I mean, I wouldn't care. Like, honestly, like, I know some guys, like, certain guys, you know, have a thing where, you know, like, don't like to admit, like, you know, they can't have kids and shit like that. But, like, if I can't have a kid, I'd rather fucking adopt. I mean, even if I can have a kid, I'd rather still adopt.
Yeah.
Like,
Which-
I prefer to adopt. Like, there are a lot of kids
it's
that...
the same idea as fucking dogs, man. It's better to get a dog from an adoption agency than
Than
it is
like
to
somebody
fucking
that
go
breeds
to
them.
a breed 'em.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather freaking go to freaking the Humane Society.
and get myself a human.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Then make my own.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the same idea, though. I actually do honestly believe that.
I will totally adopt a dog over freaking going to a breeder and buying one.
So both
Yeah, I would
both
adopt, but
my
it'd have to be a
dogs
puppy,
came
too.
from breeders,
What?
and I say that in quote marks.
But it doesn't have to be a puppy. Honestly, I would tell you this. I would probably not get like a really old dog, but I would get a dog that's like 2-3 years old. I got no problem with that. It doesn't have to be a puppy. They're still very young,
Yeah,
especially with mutts. They live the longest.
Probably, yeah, you're right. You know what? Maybe 2 or 3 year old, I wouldn't mind.
Like
either.
I wouldn't mind. Like especially like with
Well, and then by that point, if you're lucky at least, like all the bullshit is trained out of them by then, right? Like
Yeah.
they're not like sitting there shitting on the floor and looking at you like,
Oh fuck! What's the worst is that like the dogs that like go into those like adoption shelters and stuff like that. Like the dogs that have like really bad fucking PTSD. Like that sucks. I mean, you really need to work hard at like getting like especially with like dogs that had like abusive owners. Like you have to work really hard at like getting them off of that. Like
getting their trust.
yeah, getting their trust. Like, I mean, like, so there's a freaking dog, one of my buddies that way back in the day, he adopted, and, like, this dog, like, literally, like, when you're, like, stern with him, he pees himself because, like, he's been kicked in the head by his previous owner, and, like, even when you're stern with him, he just pees. He can't control it.
So I have a story similar to this that actually just happened today with one of my dogs. Now, I don't hit my dogs or anything like that.
Mhm.
I'm very good to them. But the older one, Roxy, she always responded to tone of voice very well. If you talk to her like she was bad, she'll put her head down and like
Yeah.
pout and like she knows she was bad, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I took them for a walk when I got up today, and the little one, you know, she did everything she needed to do. She was good. Roxy didn't take a shit though.
Okay.
So I bring them back in, I feed them, and then typically I just go across the street, get a coffee, and come back home right after, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I went and got my coffee, come back home. I walk in the door, and Roxy's like in the middle of taking a dump on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as she's shitting, like she's mid poo. She can't stop. It's like already halfway out. I'm like, Roxy, what the fuck, man? You're shitting on the floor. And her head's down, and she's so upset with herself. And she finishes up. She lays down in the corner, like, feels bad. So I'm in the bathroom grabbing some toilet paper so I can pick this shit up,
Yeah.
right? I come back out, and it's gone. And she's sitting there licking her lips. And I was just like, did you just eat your own shit because you felt bad?
Dogs,
And she puts her head down again, like, yeah.
dogs do that. Dogs do that, eh? Dogs do that, especially
Yeah, my dog shat on the floor, got in trouble for it, and then ate it when I went to go get the things I needed to clean
especially if when you're crate training them and they can't hold it in before you can let them out. They would eat it. And it's like, it's weird because I looked this up when I first got my dog. When I was crate training it, I looked this up. It's because they don't want to live in their area that they live in the crate. They don't want it to be dirty, so that's why they eat it. It's not because it's fucking tasty or anything. It's just they want it clean. Their living area.
Oh, so they'd rather-
That's what it is.
No, Roxy just knew, like, I was about to clean it up, and she knew she was bad. And Roxy never has accidents like that. It was actually very weird that happened today.
She would.
Yeah,
She,
I don't think I've ever heard Roxy have a problem
Yeah.
with that.
She just, I don't know, whatever.
heard some of your-
Whatever happened. And
I've heard some of your girlfriends have that problem.
She was upset about it, and she fucking decided to eat it before I could come back and clean it up.
Like, Roxy's the responsible one out of your two dogs.
Mm,
No?
she is, but
No, I think she likes to fucking. She knows that the other one will get in trouble.
You get in trouble.
Yeah.
She's a smarter one.
Roxy figured out that the little one gets away with stuff because she's little, so she'll try to get away with shit now too. And it's funny. They're so smart, man. Like, they really
It's
are.
funny, you know what? When you caught Roxy pooping, first thing that was fucking going through her head was probably like, "Fuck, why couldn't I shit faster?" and blame it on Iggy.
Probably. You know, at the end of the day, it's kind of my fault.
And really, how many times has Roxy actually shit and you blamed it on Iggy?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. Probably like a bunch of times.
Yeah, poor Iggy's like, it wasn't me. And Roxy's like, oh, fuck you, bitch.
See, I'm at the point where I don't even fucking lay into him for it usually.
Well, 'cause you're gone most of your long time parts of the day and stuff.
Yeah, I'm out for 8 to 10 hours a day usually.
Yeah, so I mean,
Shit's gonna happen, man,
Yeah.
and it's a small place. I never
Yeah.
meant to have two dogs in such a small place.
Yeah.
It's just the way things played out, right? And
and you don't want to get rid of Iggy. I mean,
I don't want to get rid of anybody, right? So it is what it is. Things happen, and you know, I don't really give him too much shit for it anymore. I used to, and it just makes them feel bad, and it really doesn't make a difference in the end because when you gotta go, right?
Yeah. Man, I want to get a dog. I just don't.
If they go out of their way to just wreck something, like if they chew a hole in the couch or something, then yeah, I'm gonna rub their face in it and give them shit.
Yeah.
The other night, I was just sitting in bed watching TV, and Iggy was chewing away at something, and I didn't notice it first. And I look over, and she's chewing away, and like I was like, "What do you have?" And she didn't even have anything. She was just chewing on the fucking blanket.
Mm.
I don't know what her deal was. She just was. So obviously, I give her shit for that, but like you don't gotta be destructive. I
No.
understand if you have to have an accident, but
Yeah.
like, don't be fucking destructive like that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Should've
But yeah,
found-
Roxy
should've
having
found a
an
nipple.
accident is absolutely my fault. I changed their food
Oh,
a
really?
little while ago, and actually have them both on puppy food right now, which is weird considering Roxy's like 8.
Yeah, and how old is Iggy?
She's almost 2.
Why you have Roxy on?
And it's just easier to buy one food.
Oh. Well, on that note,
But Iggy's not putting on weight. I took her off puppy food pretty early because same idea. It's easier to just buy one food.
Yeah.
And she just won't put on weight. So I switched them back to puppy food, and Roxy had been losing some weight too, but she's just old and she's got some problems.
How old is
so-
Roxy?
She's 8.
8?
She's got another 2 years
Yeah.
or so, probably.
Yeah.
She's at the end of her life.
oh
Which
man, I don't really want to talk about it. Okay,
I don't want to talk about that either, but she's been losing some weight too, so I put them both on puppy food because that shit's meant to fatten them up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So,
Okay, we gotta take a break.
all right.
Right.
Okay.
How long have we been going for?
Well, no, listen. The house and everything is being renovated, finally. Oh, for fuck's sakes. The house is being renovated.
Yes.
And the studio's... Wow.
So Bill Cosby and Bill Clinton walk into a bar. Everybody gets raped.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
And they deny it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he never denied it.
Bill Clinton totally did.
No, he never.
Yeah, he did for the first little while.
No, yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
Cosby
first off-
definitely denied it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, man. First off, anybody that get any fucking sexual assault charge, nobody's going to say, yeah, I did it the first time.
Bill Clinton's denying it.
A few people did.
According to the definition of Bill Clinton, oral sex is not sex. That's why he denies it.
I did not have sexual
Sexual
intercourse
relation.
with that woman.
Yeah, because all he said was it was oral sex and physical touching, so that's not really sex. Which every fucking...
What's Monica doing these days?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's check her out. Monica's in and now.
Where's she at these days?
What
What's
does the
she
fat
doing?
cow look like now? She was a fat cow then, too.
I mean, when your wife's Hillary, like. I don't
Well,
blame-
yeah, that's true,
I
too.
don't blame him, but. I mean, I feel like the only sucking Hillary was doing was his soul,
Look at, yeah, look,
right?
he look
She
way...
doesn't look that bad now.
He look fucking way older than he's supposed to be anyways.
She actually looks pretty good now.
You know what, though? The presidency does that to you.
It's true. Look,
Obama looked great when
I
he
know.
started.
I know he did.
Look
In
at her
the
now.
end, holy shit.
Look at her now.
Even George W.
Yeah?
He looked like, you know, reasonably good for his age.
Then and now.
About the same.
I nail her
Better
now.
hair.
I nail her now. But that was the
I
90s.
didn't nail her then.
That was the 90s, bro. Everybody had hair like that with the girls. That Beverly Hills 90210 knockoff bullshit.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, fucking. Where the hell are we going with this now? Because you have me.
She got a big mouth.
She needed one. She took Bill Clinton.
I was just gonna say she sucked the dick off of Bill Clinton. Like the.
She
president.
literally sucked the presidency out of that.
No, but yeah, my house is being renovated. And listen, although I'm Italian, I am not good in any construction or renovation or anything like that. So I can't.
So you're a shitty Italian, is what you're saying.
Fuck off.
Can you like build a wall?
No, I'm not Donald Trump either.
No, you can't just like lay some bricks and make it go tall.
No.
Speaking of Trump,
Oh, here we go. I'm never gonna end this
I
story.
mean, it's been a while. We haven't done a show in a while.
Yeah, it's true. It's been 2 weeks.
Trump got impeached.
Yes,
Kind of. I mean, it's still got to go to the Senate or whatever. But
Senate, but yeah, like he got voted
he
to
got
be
impeached.
impeached.
We haven't had a chance to talk about this
Yeah.
yet.
He's not.
And look at this. Magically, airstrike in Iran.
I know.
Let's start a war so that I get another fucking chance at being the president.
You know what?
Take a page
it
out of
sucks,
literally
though.
every other shitty president's book.
Yeah.
If things aren't going your way, bomb something. And then be like, oh, hey, we're in a war. You need me.
Yeah. Every fucking
Trump's going to win again.
most
I hate to
presidents
say
done
it. I really do because I hate the mother,fucker, but he's going to win again. And
Oh,
not
I know.
impeachment, that's never going to happen.
No, because they already started to eat each other. Everybody that got together to make the impeachment are now eating each other.
Well, with an impeachment, like it's really like it's something that takes a while, right? And like he can
Well,
still
yeah,
run
by the
with-
time it actually happened,
Yeah.
it'd be like
I
re-election
mean, fuck,
time
like,
anyways.
yeah. By the time like all this happened, like fuck, like he could have been already been re-elected by the time this whole fucking thing goes through, and he actually get impeached. He might also already have like a year under his belt on the second term.
Yeah.
By the time this is
because the way the rules are lined up, that impeachment would be for his last term, not this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking stupid, man.
done. So you
But
gotta.
anyways, yeah.
So you gotta call for another impeachment.
Drop a couple of bombs, and now all of a sudden we're gonna need them. This is like a George W. playbook.
Oh yeah,
thing
it
for
is.
sure.
It definitely is.
He's a Teflon Don.
He's gonna.
He's something, all right.
He's gonna fucking kill us all.
We said that from the very beginning.
Uh,
We were calling him that. This guy doesn't matter what he says
and that fucking speech, that incoherent fucking speech.
about
Like-
wind tunnel.
He's in wind tunnels, and he's just like, it's literally, I'm watching this, it's like fucking like 20-minute, fucking 30-minute fucking speech. He's sweating, and his fucking orange is just like coming off. And it's just the most-
New Year's speech?
Yeah, it was so gross just looking at this guy. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I'm sorry,
Nah, he
people.
knows he's in shit. And
Yeah, you guys in the States deserve way better. I mean, fuck.
Here you go. Here's the one about. This is the one about the wind. This is my favorite one about wind turbines.
oh, that's the best.
I never understood wind. You know, I know windmills very much. I've studied it better than anybody. I know it's very. We'll have an economy based on wind. I never understood wind. You know, I know windmills very much. I've studied it better than anybody. I know it's very expensive. They're made in China and Germany mostly. Very few made here, almost none. But they're manufactured tremendous, if you're into this, tremendous fumes, gases are spewing into the atmosphere. You know, we have a world, right? So the world is tiny compared to the universe. So tremendous amount of fumes and everything. You talk about the carbon footprint. Fumes are spewing into the air, right? Spewing. Whether it's in China, Germany, it's going into the air. It's our air, their air, everything, right? So they make these things, and then they put them up. And if you own a house within vision of some of these monsters, your house is worth 50% of the price. They're noisy. They kill the birds. You want to see a bird graveyard? You just go. Take a look. A bird graveyard? Go under a windmill someday. You'll see more birds than you've ever seen in your life. You know, in California, they were killing the bald eagle. If you shoot a bald eagle, they want to put you in jail for 10 years. A windmill will kill many bald eagles. It's true. And you know what? After a certain number, they make you turn the windmill off. That's true, by the way. They make you turn it off after you. And yet, if you killed one, they put you in jail. That's okay. But why is it okay for these windmills to destroy the bird population? And that's what they're doing. I'll tell you another thing about windmills. And I like all forms of energy. And I think really they're okay in industrial areas, like you have an industrial plant, you put up a windmill, et cetera, et cetera. I've seen the most beautiful fields, farms, most gorgeous things you've ever seen. And then you have these ugly things going up. And sometimes they're made by different companies. I'm like a perfectionist. I really built good stuff. And so you'll see like a few windmills made by one company, General Electric. And then you'll see a few made by Siemens. And you'll see a few made by some other guy that doesn't have 10 cents. It looks like So you see all these windmills. They're all different shades of color. They're like sort of white, but one's like an orange white. It's my favorite.
Like you. Okay, just shut that off for a second. Really bad time to bring this fucking speech out, because this is a podcast in itself.
Yeah.
The fumes, the windmills are powered by, you guessed it, wind.
No, I think his argument on this is like the fumes made by China and Germany manufacturing these things. I think that's his argument.
You think that's where he's going with that?
Is that what he's saying?
I think that's what he's trying to say.
Okay, because the way I heard it is like...
I understood as the things were spinning, it was making fumes.
It makes fumes. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But what you said made more sense, I guess.
I feel like that's what he's trying to say, but he's not actually saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my god, what a fucking idiot.
Who would have thought that Johnny Sukkot would have been our fucking bridge between us and Donald Trump?
Oh my god, what a fucking moron.
The guy's a fucking clown.
Feel sorry for you guys that live in the States, man.
Yes, to our American fans, you guys are...
Like, I mean...
you haven't had much luck in the last few decades, I'm not going to lie. You guys were rocking in the 50s, but...
No, they're all right with Bill Clinton. I mean, just because he was...
Clinton kind of turned things around a little bit for you, too, when things got down, but...
Yeah, he was the
And I'm not going to lie, dude. You know, okay, listen.
Obama was okay, but... He didn't really do...
You know I'm a huge Howard Stern fan, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me knows that. He had Hillary Clinton on for like a huge 2-hour interview.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I was like, I kind of like her. I would have voted for her.
Okay.
Could you imagine how many people would listen to that interview and was like...
It's funny because a lot of fucking rednecks and fucking just freaking trailer trash from in the States, they listen to Howard Stern.
That's what they're saying. They're saying they were only 10,000 votes short of winning. In total, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2-hour interview on Howard Stern.
I'm shocked they didn't call for a fucking recount that year.
Yeah, they couldn't. They won too many. The electoral vote was.
I know. Their fucking voting thing. That election's all fucking weird.
Yeah, it is weird because each state.
Oh, theirs is weird. Ours is even weirder though.
Ours is weirder too.
Not really. It makes sense.
No, it really doesn't.
Sure, it does.
It doesn't. None of it makes sense. It's all about writings and fucking nonsense, and it's just.
But that takes away from a popular vote.
At the end of the day, it should be
that takes away
do
from.
You want this person, or this person?
Yeah, but that takes away from a popular vote.
Well, you vote for the say prime minister from voting your MPs and stuff in your local area.
Yeah,
right?
in Canada, you're not voting for the prime minister; you're voting for the party.
Yeah.
Right?
I understand
that.
Yeah,
you're representative in your area. Basically, that's who you're voting for.
Yeah.
And the representative in your area might have some fucking fantastic ideas, and that's why you vote for them.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to get done.
But at the end of the day, if you're voting, say, liberal as opposed to conservative because the liberal guy has good ideas for your area, that means you're going to get Justin Trudeau as your fucking head guy.
Yeah.
And I have nothing personally against Trudeau. I mean, like,
He's a piece
I
of
really,
shit.
really don't. I'm not trying to start this argument right now. But,
I'm way too fucking drunk to start this argument.
No, I'm not. I could absolutely have this argument right now, but I'm not trying to.
I'm just fucking with you.
Fucking Trudeau probably wouldn't have been my first choice out of everybody that's running for federal office.
Yeah.
But federal office is voted in by fucking the fucking like MPs and shit.
Yeah, I know. Like
You're voting
just,
for your MP. You're not voting for your prime minister.
like it really should just be. It really should just
They
be
should just
voting
simplify
for
it.
the person that's
Just
actually
simplify
running
it.
for that. Yeah, I know. It really should be. I mean, yeah, like it's also weird the freaking like in the states though, like the basically two party system, right? That's what they have.
It's three. Democrat, Republican, Independent.
Yeah, independent is just basically
Independent is just everybody else that's not going to
Yeah,
win.
yeah.
I mean, it's basically. I guess when you look at it that way, it's basically the same thing as here.
When you vote independent, theoretically you're voting commie, you're voting Nazi, you're voting fucking whatever else.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Hold on. If you're voting conservative, you're not voting Nazi.
No, I never said that. When,
Oh,
when
man,
you're
that's-
voting independent, you're basically voting for a party that's not going to win, and one of those, and of those parties, you got your commies, you got your fucking Nazis.
I
you got-
retract my statement. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that properly.
like it is a
Like,
two-party system. In the
I
States.
just find it
And
weird
it's
though. Like,
pretty much a two-party system here. too.
yeah, I mean, I know we've talked about this before. Like when Will used to be in the podcast, like with you voting,
Conservative?
conservative. Like I get it. Immigrants tend to vote conservative, but you yourself is not an immigrant. You were born in Canada.
Yeah.
And I get why immigrants vote conservative. It makes sense why immigrants vote conservative. But you, as a person, a very hardworking person that done multiple jobs at the same time, would vote for a party that's literally the 1%ers, people that makes over $100K a year. Like I just never got why that is. Because I don't think a person that have to work multiple jobs at the same time to pay themselves, there's a reason why you have to work multiple jobs. Otherwise, you would fucking see other conservatives also fucking working multiple jobs to fucking,
But I don't have to work multiple jobs.
but
Sure
you
you
have.
do. You're bouncing and driving Uber Eats. And that's
Yeah,
how we're
right
getting
now,
by.
that's what you do.
You're
Now,
literally
yeah.
working two jobs.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. 'Cause
I mean,
choose
before,
to.
I mean, before you worked at Cal Tire, you bounced.
Yeah, but a lot of that is because I chose to. I'm addicted to work. I like to work. If I'm not working, I'm not happy.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. But like, what's like so conservative about being a working class man? There's nothing conservative about being a working class man.
No, but I also believe in the
there's
theory.
nothing wrong with liking to work and working multiple
Yeah.
jobs and stuff. Right? There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I'm the same way. I like to work too.
Yeah, but
But I also like to get the most bang for my fucking buck.
Yeah, but
Right?
But
Like
that's
if I'm gonna work two jobs, I want to get the most out of that I possibly can.
Yes, but that's
and I'm
not-
not gonna vote for the fucking party that's gonna shit on me because I'm working two lower class jobs.
okay, but
I'm gonna
that's-
vote for the party that's like, let's take those lower class jobs and actually have them mean something.
yeah, but see that again.
You
That's not up to the government not to price yourself out.
What?
If you agree to that price, you price yourself into that market.
What do you mean?
For instance, in
I
Europe.
never agreed to be a fucking lower class citizen.
No,
I
hold
just
on.
am
I
a
didn't say
lower
you were.
class
Wait, first of all,
citizen.
nobody's a lower class citizen here.
Yeah, we all are.
Well,
Let's be real here. We all are. We're all lower
Okay.
class citizens.
But in
One
Europe-
works in a comic store, one drives fucking Uber delivery and bounces, and one works in a kitchen. We're lower class fucking citizens, man.
Yeah.
I also believe that eventually everything works out for everybody.
Yeah,
How long
well,
that takes, I don't know, but
keep believing it.
It's
But it
weird
ain't
though,
gonna
but
happen.
like I think like the way these are arguments with like Will, it always goes because like Will also like make you feel bad about your choices, the choices you make. Like that's like Will does that kind of shit. But I'm just saying, like voting conservative never helped working class people.
It's helped me.
How?
I see it in my tax return. I see it in.
Dude, look at where you are right now. Look at yourself 10 years ago. Where are you from 10 years ago? Like what has changed so much from working, like from voting conservative for you, outside of a tax return? Like literally,
Well,
that is
it was, the last 10 years were all mostly liberal, so it was shit.
no, but like voting conservative, voting conservative, like think about it. Even with liberals, right? Like it's like fucking like I don't know. For me, like liberals and conservatives, they're like the same fucking thing. They're all the fucking upper middle class people that fucking vote for them, and that's not where we stand. That's not where we stand. And like when you especially talk about a tax return, do rich people talk about their tax returns? They don't because they're fucking rich.
No, exactly. But that's the thing, though. Like, for instance, okay, let me give you an example. Okay? Bobby wanted me to work the general.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Bobby kept on telling me he was going to pay me $60 to work the night. Then I said no.
Okay.
He goes, well, that's what most bouncers make. I don't care what most bouncers make. I'm not most bouncers.
Okay.
Right? So either I get paid the 80 guaranteed,
Yeah.
or you're not going to give me at all.
Okay.
End of story. Now, you can
Okay.
go get that $60 bouncer.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But because people don't do that, right,
Yeah.
in their lives, then how's that the government's fault? If the government sits there and says, everybody's supposed to, okay, if you work for Rockstar Vodka, right,
Okay.
they charge, they paid everybody $5 at the bottling company, right?
Okay.
Now everybody agrees and says, okay, we're going to work $5. But you believe, you know what, I'm worth 10,
Yeah.
right? Now you convince everybody else, right? What happens? Everybody walks out, they stop production, and then until everybody gets paid 10.
Yeah.
Well, eventually I get that job at the general. So, I mean, like, if you hold out, like, you have to price yourself out. You know?
Okay.
And that's what I do. I don't go for less money. I don't do anything for less money. Right?
Okay.
So everybody keeps making less money. I've made more money. I've had raises.
So you're basically talking about saying that you're better. You know, like here's the thing: a person without a job.
I'm not better. I'm not better than anybody, first of all.
Usually, a person without a job. Usually, when you don't have a job, somebody pays you to do something, even if it's a little bit less than what you think you should be making. You usually take it because you don't have a fucking job.
But that's up to you, though.
It is up to you. So that's like saying I don't have a job, but I do have the options to go and work at these fast food joints. But because of my previous work experience, I don't think I'm good enough to go work at these places. That's just like that, and that is definitely not.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Nobody's needs any job.
But
A
you
job
just
is
literally said I worth $80 a night.
When it comes to bouncing, yes.
So no. You're literally repeating what I'm saying. You literally just said I worth $80 a night, so I'm not going to take a $60 a night job. That's literally from going from having a great job, having a good job, and getting paid well, and losing your job, and then having all these other options, even though they're not great options. Having all these other options and not taking them, saying because I'm better than those options.
No, I didn't say that. I'm not saying that at the same point.
You literally just said I'm better than $60 an hour.
When it comes to bouncing, yes. But not when it comes to working at Tim Hortons.
So
I
okay.
have no experience at Tim Hortons. Why would I?
No, but it was just a fucking. It was just a freaking. It was just a thing. Well, okay, so you're a bouncer. You get paid $80 an hour. You can get a job anywhere else $80 an hour, but you can get a job, bouncing job for $60 an hour. You're saying you're not gonna work for $60 an hour because nobody's paying you $80?
Depending on the bar, yes.
What?
Depending on the bar, yes. I mean, we're also talking the general here.
No, we're just talking general point of view where you had a job that paid $80 an hour. You're not doing that anymore. But this you could get the same job at $60 for the night. You are not gonna do it.
Probably not. No.
Okay, so you think you're better. So you think you're better. You know what you're worth, but you still wouldn't do the job to get some money, even though you'd rather be broke.
I didn't say broke.
No, but you'd rather not get paid at all than getting paid $60 over $80.
No, because then I go do some other job where I make money. Like, it's not like.
So I feel like you need to think of as a voter. It's not. Don't be a selfish fucking cunt about it.
I'm
Think
not
about
being a
what's
selfish cunt.
better for the majority of the people. It's not just about you, right?
Yeah.
The country's not going to bend over backwards and give a flying fuck about you no matter what your situation is.
I know that. It's never
So
done that.
vote for the party that is best for the country. Okay, it's more than just money. You got to look at the big picture of shit.
But I think
The world picture right now, right?
But I
Like,
think- I think
the
the-
world picture right now, Justin Trudeau kind of looks like a fucking idiot right now because he's running around dressing up like wherever the fuck he is, right? Is that what you want representing you? What if he was giving you that money you wanted? Are you still going to vote for that?
What do you mean? If the government isn't supposed to dictate how much money you make.
But that's what you're voting for.
We allow that here in
you
Canada.
literally
Wait,
admit it. You're literally
we allow that here
admitting
in
that
Canada.
that's what you vote for is whoever's going to make me the most money.
Yeah. I say that for me.
Okay, so if the guy that's going to make you the most money is going to dress up like a fucking brown dude for no damn reason, we'll just say in this instance, right, I realize that's not the case. But if Trudeau dressing up like a brown dude is going to make you an extra fucking, like 50 cents an hour or something over the other guy, you're going to vote for him?
That's not worth the stupidity, but no. And I already fell for that like years ago when I was 19, when John Chrétien said that he was going to scrap the GST completely.
Man, it's...
And less than 24 hours after being voted, he said no.
You're talking about how you're going to vote for the guy that's going to put the most money in your pocket.
Exactly.
And I get that, but at what expense? What's the expense to that?
Their political career.
No, it's Canada as a whole
No, because
being fucking...
I don't think in Canada we do what most of the countries around the world do.
Okay, but how long do you think somebody that's going to put that 50 cents an hour extra in your pocket is going to last when he's running around fucking acting like a fucking fool on the world stage? How long do you think the world's going to continue trading with us and doing all the fucking things that, these fucking federal governments do? How long do you think that's going to last when this guy's acting a fool and everybody in the world's like looking at him like, what the fuck are we even dealing with this guy for? What the fuck are we even dealing with Canada for? That's the point I'm trying to make. You're talking about, oh, well, he's doing what he wants and whatever, and it puts a little bit of extra money in my hands. Okay, cool. But how long is that going to last?
I didn't vote Liberal, though.
I know. I'm just saying.
I didn't vote Liberal.
I'm just saying, though, for the sake of argument.
Yeah,
For the sake of argument, though. Like, how long do you think that extra 50 cents an hour is going to last when the entire world's looking at our country and saying, hey, like, these guys are fucked?
Yeah, but that's why we don't. The problem is we don't speak up about it. We don't say nothing. Listen, in Europe, if gas goes up 5 cents,
Oh, they're right.
the whole country stops
Yeah.
until the gas prices go back down. Because if no one uses gas, what happens when no one uses gas? It becomes too much, and they have to surplus, and they have to raise the lower the things down. If we did that for one day, nobody go to work.
Yeah.
Gas would be under $1 within 24 hours,
Yeah.
with no questions asked. But we don't do that. Why not? That's money in our pockets. If they're not willing to do that, then there's nothing I can do to say to anybody. And I do that. That's why I command a certain amount for certain things I do.
It's just like I just always find it weird, and I've told you this before, that being a working class citizen and voting conservative, it's just feel really weird. And you're not even an immigrant. I get it. You're from an immigrant family. I'm from an immigrant family. As soon as I was old enough to fucking vote, I didn't fucking vote conservative.
Yeah, but
I know plenty of fucking Sri Lankans that vote conservative. It's just like that whole conservative outlook of, just that word conservative, like it's fucking it's more appealing to immigrants. I definitely get that,
but you see, there's other factors that I scratched over. That that there was an amalgamated party 10 years ago that I used to vote for. That is part of that party now. Okay. My party isn't represented there. That's the only way of my representation is going to the Conservative Party. That's not. There's different things. Come on, man. We're boring people with fucking politics here.
I don't know. I thought we had a good fucking thing going there for the last, 15 minutes.
Man, at the end of the day, you should vote for... you just should vote selfishly, I don't think. You shouldn't just be voting for yourself. You should be voting for the big picture. How does Canada... How does Canada look on the world stage if you vote for this person?
I tried to, but if nobody listens, what do you want me to say? If no one agrees with me,
and that's the problem with the voting system in Canada. Is like people feel like, oh, nobody's listening to me, so I'm just gonna vote for the next guy instead because it's like the lesser of two evils. Even though I think this is how it should be, I'm gonna vote for the other guy that's like slightly better than the other guy below.
I think honestly, if you have no choice,
I would love to see NDP take over. I would love it. I voted NDP last year. It's basically threw my vote away.
I know, so did I. Yeah, I fucking voted NDP.
The election before that,
and I
wanted to vote NDP, but I voted for fucking Trudeau because I didn't want fucking fucking Stephen Harper to win again because Stephen Harper on the world stage was really fucking us around.
Yeah,
and then internally it was really fucking us around.
If Canada ever became NDP, I'd actually think about leaving.
Well, good riddance.
I'd actually think about moving away from Canada until the NDP left.
You're literally a working class person. It's I
also believe in getting paid for what you're worth, not because you're a human being.
And that's what the NDP wants to do.
Yeah, what you're worth. Literally, it's a fucking party for working class people. No. I get it. It's like they fucked up a bunch of times, but literally though, you looked at the last federal election.
The NDP's goal is to take money away from the rich and give it to the poor. They're like the Robin Hood.
I don't think that's right either.
That's you don't kind think, of their goal.
You don't think rich should be taxed more?
No, we've had this argument 100 times.
Listen, man, but you're not rich. You're not rich.
And when I become rich, I don't want to be taxed either.
You're not going to become rich.
No,
who says I won't?
No, but even when you're rich, listen, you can be a freaking millionaire, but you should be paying the fucking more.
No, I shouldn't.
You should definitely be. Oh my god, dude, you're right now. You're not rich. And people.
I don't want nobody's money except for my business.
If only half the billionaires in the world right now gave half of their money back to the world, there would be no poverty, there would be no homelessness, there would be no world hunger, there would be no nothing. Everybody would be living fat, right? Instead, you're voting for these people that are allowing these billionaires to keep all of that money and keep it away from the rest of us. And it's like, yeah, I get it. You earned your keep. If you're a billionaire, you earned your keep. You fucking, you made a business. You're fucking Jeff Bezos or some shit. You created Amazon. You earned that fucking right to say you're the richest man in the world. Cool. Whatever. But what if that richest man in the world gave half of that wealth that he could never spend in his whole fucking lifetime? Even if he tried, he could not spend that whole wealth in his entire lifetime. If he gave half of that back to the fucking world, it would make a giant impact.
Giant impact.
That would kill fucking world hunger. That would kill fucking, homelessness.
Just think about it this way. If you make $1
Right?
million after taxes every year and you gave $250,000 away into feeding people and homing, like clothing
What are you
people.
gonna do with that
like,
other
like 700
$750,000?
like really $750,000? How fast can you blow away $750,000? And you keep doing that for every year. Think about it that way. Like
Yeah,
just
maybe
$1 million.
the first year you buy a giant ass house or something. Maybe the second year you buy a couple fancy cars, and then what? What are you gonna do after that? What do you need all that money for?
No, it's just that all these people, all these billionaires in the world, all the money
So why
they
are you
have.
voting for people to fucking allow these people to keep that money like that? Like, why not tax those fuckers a little bit more so that everybody else, including you, because you ain't no fucking billionaire, can benefit?
Yeah.
Why are we paying for the roads when these guys could fucking build a new fucking superhighway every fucking goddamn day and not even notice?
Yeah, like why do we need to pay to
Wait,
go on
wait.
the, why do they need to actually get loans for to build the 407 when people that live here can fucking build that shit? Think about it.
Right? That's the whole point I'm trying to make. Why are you voting for the party that protects the rich? Vote for the party that protects the other 99% of us. Because we're the ones that actually do all the work. We're the ones that actually fucking make this country go. Or any country.
Pretty much.
Right? Jeff Bezos isn't fucking... He's not paving roads. He's not fucking building hospitals. He's not fucking doing anything. He's just sitting there fucking collecting money.
Matter of fact, the people that works for him actually deserves a fucking break. But like that's what.
But he gets all the tax breaks.
Yeah.
Well, we get fucking raped. Why? I make 40 grand a year. At best. I mean, I'm actually over exaggerating. Ladies, I make way more than 40 grand. Everybody else, I make way less. But I'm getting fucking slammed on taxes. I haven't actually got a tax return in fucking like 6 years. But meanwhile, this guy gets to write off everything. He doesn't pay out nothing.
No.
Like, why not tax him? He'll never use all that money. I feel like you should only be allowed to have X amount of money. If you make anything more than that, it should just go immediately right back into the economy.
Oh man, like if you're making like right now, if you're
I'm
making
not saying you can't live fat and live rich. That's fine. Like if you're one of those people that like, you create a product or you create something that like makes you rich, you should be able to thrive off.
Listen,
that. Absolutely. That's capitalism at its best.
Yeah, you make
Right?
$1 billion
But
and you
there
get
should be a
taxed.
cap on that.
Yeah, listen,
Like,
you make $1 billion a year and like you fucking get taxed 50% of that. Like, are you really losing money right there?
Yeah, you're losing half your money, but are
like,
you gonna notice? No.
You don't fucking care.
No.
You're not gonna fucking care. Like you still have more money than most people on Earth, getting
Yeah.
50% taxed. Like, that's what I'm sorry. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's just that the way Dom you look at things in a way that like when you
look at yourself like you're a rich person and you're gonna get yourself more money by voting one way or the other, whereas you're not. And yeah, maybe you get an extra fucking $500 on your tax return, but guess what? Fucking Jeff Bezos got an extra $1 billion on his, and he didn't put any of that back into the fucking system.
and you worked way too fucking hard to get that $500. That's what we're trying to say, man.
Like, you should vote for the good of your country, not the good of your pocket. Is the end point that I was trying to make at all of this.
That's how the 1% work, like votes for. Go to their pocket, not for the country. That's why they fucking stay rich.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not the.
I'm done for the week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you guys next week, I guess.
We're done.
Yep.